This seems like a very interesting video. We got what happens inside the White House on Inauguration Day. You're very interested to see what we got with this. It looks like they're completely renovating the place. Is this an Oval Office? I didn't know they would do like full renovation of it for the actual day and the change of the president. Yeah, very interested to see what we got with this. Before we do get into it, appreciate if you guys can subscribe on. Let's see what happens on the day.
This is how you transform the White House from one president to another.
Make America powerful again.
Moving out, cleaning, repainting, and so much more is a Herculean task. However,
oh wait, yeah, because they live there, so technically it's like, it's their home. So they gotta move all the stuff out and then move it. Oh yeah, house moving is bad enough. Never mind a big White House.
The roughly 100 members of the White House staff assigned to these duties have less than 6 hours to make it all happen.
6 hours?
Worse yet, any simple mistake could turn the president's first day in office into a disaster in a number of ways.
Wait, I'm seeing painting, bro. So they got 6 hours to paint? What if the paint don't dry?
Packing up the White House is much more complicated than renting a U-Haul and a trailer, putting all your junk in it, and slapping the ratchet straps with a "that's not going anywhere." For you see, the White House is a massive historic mansion with 6 floors and 20,000 square feet of living space within an area known as the executive residence.
Damn.
Starting from the bottom, there are 2 stories to the basement. The lowest one houses machinery and support systems for the White House, while the first floor of the basement hosts the kitchen, tons of storage, and other ancillary service equipment. While the executive residence is actually 6 floors, including 2 basements, an attic, and a public ground floor, the first and second floors are where the actual living quarters are. The first—
Oh, wait, yeah. I learned recently that, like, you can do daily tours of the White House. But it's like a section. Man, that's how big the White House is. So you're telling me the president there and living there with the family and stuff, and then you just got a section of the house where you could tour around?
Family normally occupies the first floor, while the second floor houses mainly guest suites and other living spaces. All told, the 20,000 square feet of the executive residence has dozens of rooms, including approximately 20 bedrooms and 35 bathrooms, among other office and personal spaces that must be packed up, cleaned out, and moved in with new stuff in less than 6 hours.
Hey, yo. I'm literally moving house next week, right? I'm freaking about a couple bedrooms, a couple bathrooms, and that's about it, mate. All this in 6 hours? Well, it's a good job they got 100 people.
This makes picking up that pile of dirty laundry from your floor that's been sitting there all week seem like a cakewalk. Just how the White House manages to pull this off is nothing short of extraordinary. How in the world is the White House supposed to plan for such a massive undertaking? Believe it or not, the planning actually starts right after Election Day. Traditionally—
Yo, I can't believe that like they only give themselves 6 hours. Why only 6 hours? Did they not start the move before? So they literally started during the process of the switch.
Once the race is called and it's clear who the winner is, the White House will begin working with the incoming administration. The person in charge of this process is the White House Chief Usher. The White House Chief Usher oversees roughly 100 butlers, maids, chefs, housekeepers, engineers, and other staff serving the first family at the executive residence. After the election, the chief usher will send questionnaires to the incoming president's transition team, which will want to know everything from what kind of foods the president likes to what kind of toothpaste he uses. Additionally, the chief usher will work hand in hand with the incoming first lady to begin decorating her new home. Because the White House—
so they just fully change it to what they want. I thought it would like never really change. You just kind of just move in there. I swear the Oval Office always looks the same. But then again, I've only seen it a few times, so I might just not notice.
It's like a living museum. It has accumulated several hundred years worth of artifacts, furniture, artwork, and other presidential memorabilia. Though some of these priceless artifacts are on site at the White House, most of the collection is housed in a large storage facility in Maryland. It is customary for the First Lady to pick whatever pieces she desires from the collection to help decorate and furnish the White House. Due to the historic significance of some of these artifacts, Some will remain on permanent display at the White House. The Lincoln bedroom is one such part of the executive residence that looks just as it did when President Lincoln passed away from an assassin's bullet in 1865.
Oh, wait, so Lincoln bedroom, that doesn't change at all. Aye, that is pretty cool that they kept that the same.
One such part of the executive residence that looks
cool.
just as it did when President Lincoln passed away from an assassin's bullet in 1865, including the bed where he actually spent his final moments.
Oh, really?
However, many of the
that's a nice historic piece right there, to be fair. That should never change.
Furnishings include specially commissioned art, furniture, and gifts given to previous administrations.
Okay.
If the president wanted to, he could sit in George Washington's chair, or the First Lady could hang a lamp that was gifted by the brother of Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, that is
First families can also...
Wait, yeah, so they literally can, like, redesign the house with all their artifacts that they collected over the years. You know what I mean? That's pretty... Hey, listen, that would be fun to design, I'm not gonna lie.
Who choose to decorate the White House for political reasons. A recent example is one of the choices President Biden made when he picked a bust of civil rights leader Cesar Chavez to adorn the Oval Office.
Okay.
He specifically chose this bust since Chavez was a key figure of the Hispanic population.
Right.
Biden said he wanted to be reminded of his leadership and example each day when he went to work.
All right, cool.
In addition to helping to pick out some of these historic furnishings, the new president and first lady also make it known their desires for any interior remodeling. Whether new rugs, carpets, paint, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, bro, like, yo, they've got kids in that, right? So they're gonna need a nice little game inside. You know what? It'd be very interesting to see. I've not really seen it much. I know that, like, the president and the family would live there, but I've not really seen much of, like, their, like, bedrooms and, you know what I mean? Like, how do they... Is it just, like, normal rooms? You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, if I expect a kid to be there to have, like, a gaming console, maybe a computer, you know what I mean? Like, a proper, like, you know, boy room or girl room or whatever, right? So, I've never really seen that type of room in the White House. It'd be cool to see.
The chief usher ensures the first family's requests are documented and coordinated well before Inauguration Day. However, some of these requests are...
Yo, I'm just thinking now that you'll be able to request, like, a sick gaming room. Yo, I'd request all sorts, mate. Arcade machines. I wonder if they could do... Well, to be fair, they probably could.
Certainly a tall order to fill. For example, after President Truman took office, he directed the staff to construct a balcony on the south portico of the White House that has since become a symbolic fixture of the building. Before President Nixon took office...
Wait, and they had to do that in 6 hours, or was that longer than the 6 hours? I feel like a whole balcony being constructed would take longer than 6 hours, bro. I didn't hear that back.
Construct a balcony after President Truman took office. He directed the staff to construct a balcony on the south portico of the White House that has since become a symbolic fixture of the building.
Okay, I'm not too sure if that was like he just instructed that when he took office. I don't think that was in the 6 hours, right? Someone let me know in the comments. I highly doubt that wasn't in 6 hours. If that was built in 6 hours, crazy, bro.
Before President Nixon took office, he insisted that the White House construct a one-lane bowling alley in the basement. However, Nixon was not the only one who wanted to bring his personal touches. Because of President Teddy Roosevelt's love of the outdoors and hunting, he insisted that he be allowed to display his collection of taxidermied animals. While many raised their eyebrows, they couldn't tell the president no. And during his administration, the White House was transformed into a sort of museum of curiosities.
Oh, wow.
Of course, these are just a few examples of some of the major changes that a president and first lady have made. But there are limitations on what can be approved. When Hillary Clinton wanted to decorate the White House with more contemporary, modern art, she faced a massive backlash from the White House Historical Association, and she backed down.
Oh, really?
When President Reagan requested an outdoor pool be built on the South Lawn, the Secret Service turned him down because of the security implications.
Yo, yeah. Like, you could walk by this, right? Like, with the fences. Imagine you're walking by one day and you just see the president just chilling in the pool. That would be pretty cool to see, really.
But for those lavish, crazy, or extraordinary requests that are approved, There is a catch. No changes can be made until the sitting president actually leaves the White House that morning for Inauguration Day,
Right.
around 10 to 11 a.m.
Okay.
This means that despite the several months of preparation and planning, the team only has about 5 to 6 hours to pull everything off once the exiting first family leaves for the swearing in of the new president.
Hey, do they have to get it all done for when he's, like, the new president's there? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can't they do, it won't be that much of a problem, right? If for, let's say, Trump is going to the office, yeah, and he's in there now, and they're still doing a bit of work. Would that be bad? Like, is that like a no-go? Like, oh, you've gone past the 6 hours, kind of?
On Inauguration Day, the White House staff rise as early as 4 in the morning to get a head start on any of the massive remodeling projects mentioned previously that are going to take more than just a few hours to complete.
Right.
The White House usher will also ensure people are assigned to other projects that may take longer to accomplish, like repainting rooms or changing out flooring. However, most of the staff will rise at their normal time, so they can prepare for a White House tradition on a president's last day in office. As part of this tradition, all of the White House staff gather with the president and first lady to formally say goodbye. As the president and first lady make their rounds, they often exchange words of encouragement or short stories of their fond memories with the staff as they have become a part of their larger family.
Okay.
At the end of the ceremony, the chief usher will present a gift to the president handcrafted in the White House's woodwork shop. The gift consists of 2 American...
Wait. Where's a woodwork shop in the White House? Yo, you know what? I need to learn what other rooms the White House has. Because I know it's a big, big building, but I don't really know too many rooms that's actually in there. They got a whole ass woodwork shop.
President handcrafted in the White House's woodwork shop.
Is that used often? Like, how often is that used?
Gift consists of 2 American flags in handmade cases.
Okay.
These flags were flown on his first full day and last full day in office.
All right, cool. I want to ask this actually in the other clip as well. What is this flag? So I've seen it a few times already in this video. So we got the American flag, but what exactly is this flag and what does it mean? I don't really know what it is.
At the conclusion of this ceremony, the first family then leaves for the inauguration. And as they do, an army of staff begins packing up everything inside.
Right.
Because of security concerns, outside movers aren't allowed inside the White House.
Oh, I got a question. So, you know, like all the staff that work in the current White House, you know, when the inauguration happens and then the new president's in, do those same staff for the White House, do they like keep their jobs and they're still working there? Or would they have a switch out of people? Do you know what I mean? Like, what kind of happens? I would assume that the staff will kind of stay the same, right? But I'm not too sure.
This is a real problem, considering that massive pieces of furniture weighing hundreds of pounds, large mattresses, and ornate decorations, along with all the family's personal belongings, need to be packed up and moved.
Right.
Any wrong move during this part could damage priceless artifacts that are literally irreplaceable.
Oh, nah.
But to get around the security concerns so these items don't go missing, the entire staff comprises the army of movers needed to pack up, haul down, and load the trucks on the south lawn of the White House. These trucks with...
Yo, I would not be wanted to be one of those people that is like has to carry a very special artifact, man. Imagine you drop it, bro.
One being empty and one being full of the new first family's belongings are among the few outside vendors allowed during this process. Although there are some very interesting knickknacks and artifacts families can use to decorate the home, these must all be turned back over to special antique movers since they are property of the U.S. government.
Okay.
However, the staff cannot willy-nilly throw these things into boxes. So while other people are moving giant mattresses and furniture, there are staff members huddled in the corner feverishly packaging an 18th century lamp to make sure it doesn't break. Additionally, any gifts the president receives also have to be turned over to the National Archives. So if Trump's son gets gifted a PS5 while in office, that gaming system will become a historical artifact unless President Trump elects to pay the government the item's fair market value.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that. Oh, interesting. So anything that they will get gifted they'll have to turn it into theirs, an artifact. Unless they like buy it in a fair market. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I didn't know that.
But getting back to the stuff in the executive residence, as the staff is boxing up personal items and moving furniture, a dedicated cleaning crew comes in to make the place spotless.
Right.
And if there's any damage, like Donald Trump spilling one of his daily 12 Diet Cokes on the carpet, the team will simply rip out the carpet and put in a fresh one. Because of all the different teams coming and going, from people packing old things, unpacking new things, cleaning and redecorating, the actions of the staff are quite literally planned out to the minute. And as the clock continues to run out, the staff are on a strict timetable to ensure the rest of the Inauguration Day's activities go off without a hitch. The last thing they want is for the first family to be awkwardly waiting on the front porch to be let in as the staff are still putting everything together. But
wait, I've never seen like a inauguration day, right? Is it like recorded and stuff, and like you can see like proper footage of them like going into the house and stuff? So let's say they were delayed and there was wait outside awkwardly on the balcony. Would we be able to see that? I don't really know what they show on the day.
As all of this is happening, another aspect of the White House makeover that goes down at the inauguration could, if done incorrectly, end America as we know it. Whenever you see the president traveling out and about, you often see a sharply dressed military officer close behind, holding a big black briefcase. And I know you're all wondering what all is in it.
Yeah.
And no, it's not a meme generation machine Trump uses for his best buddy Elon. Instead, it's actually the key to America's nuclear arsenal. Known as the nuclear football, this briefcase actually holds a robust communication suite, as well as the verification codes the president needs to verify his identity if he ever decides to use nuclear weapons. Because a potential nuclear attack could come.
Oh, so it's not like a phone call and he's like, yo, okay, activated. Like, it's genuinely there right now. Like, he opens up the briefcase, boom, 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 sets off. Well, it does make sense to always be on standby, right? You've always got to be ready. But, yo, that's just scary to think about, bro. Like, nuclear bombs scare me, dude.
At any time. The nuclear football goes anywhere the president goes, including on Inauguration Day.
I didn't know that.
But how exactly are the keys to America's deadliest weapons turned over on that momentous day? As soon as the clock strikes noon, the military officer currently holding the football will merely place it in the hands of the new officer appointed to carry it by the new president.
Okay.
Although the two officers will hide this act discreetly behind one of the pillars behind the president as he is speaking, this symbolic gesture plays a critical role that...
Hey, yo, is anyone else thinking the same thing I'm thinking? I kind of want to, like, keep a lookout on that exchange now. I kind of want to see it. You know, because they're saying that they do it discreetly. Bro, if I get to see footage of it, I'm going to keep my eye on the person with the briefcase and see it change. I'm going to try and find it.
If done at the wrong time, could leave America unable to defend itself from a nuclear attack on this day.
Okay, that's
However,
scary.
for the White House, handing over the nuclear football is arguably the least difficult task of the day. Back at the executive residence, the staff is still hurriedly working to make sure all the renovations are complete and the new first family's things are moved in before the 5 o'clock deadline after the inauguration parade. Once all the heavy lifting, including moving furniture and priceless artwork, cleaning, and any renovations or repairs are done, the task now comes down to...
You know what? I'm moving next week, dude, and I wish I could have a team to help me move. Yo, any of you guys want to come to the UK and help me move? It'll be amazing. Let's just have like a nice little team. Let's make it in 6 hours, bro, because, moving takes so long.
Turning the White House into a home for the new first family. Remember that questionnaire the White House chief usher sends the new family? This is now when this comes into play. Throughout the White House, the staff is busy personalizing everything. For example, Obama wanted a new shower head installed in his bathroom and a swing set for his kids to play on.
That's cool.
The staff ensures every desire is met, regardless of what the president and his family ask for.
Right.
Whether it be their favorite shampoo, towels, bed sheets, foods, or whatever else they want.
Yo, do you know what would be amazing being a president? Is that you can just have and get made whatever food you want. Oh, that's heaven. That's heaven. I feel like I'd be a funny president, dude. I'd be requesting barbecue food all the time. You were seeing the front of the American the yard, bro, the White House yard. They're just cooking out on a barbecue, mate.
Staff continue to finish their preparations. The new president and his family return to the White House to begin the inaugural dinner, followed by the inaugural ball.
Okay.
However, even at this late stage, mistakes can happen. One famous incident was when President Bill Clinton first took office. On that day, during the chaos of the move, someone accidentally misplaced Hillary Clinton's ball gown in their daughter Chelsea's room.
Uh-oh.
Well, after 15 minutes of panic, the staff found the dress and ensured that Hillary would not need to go out in her birthday suit for the ball.
Oh,
Thankfully,
big
mistakes
mistake.
like this are few and far between thanks to the staff's dedication, speed, and desire to serve the president regardless of political party. That is why whenever a new president enters the White House for the first time after his inauguration, when Chief Usher says, "Welcome home, Mr. President," they truly mean it. Bye for now.
That's cool, though. Honestly, really, really cool to learn about and see how it all works. Very, very interesting with a lot of things that they do for the day. Sounds very, very hectic. I kind of just thought it just kind of just went there, and there we go, this swap, dude. You know what I mean? I didn't really realize that much got changed. But yeah, very interesting video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I do have 2 other channels which you guys might enjoy. I got a gaming channel and I got another reacts channel. Both are linked in the description. Also live every single day on twitch.tv/L3WG if you guys want to check me out there. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.